Good day, everyone. I am Sutriya Dawa, one of the reporter of Group 5. So now we are going to discuss the content of Module 6, which is the innovative technology for assessment tasks in teaching and learning. So the module outcomes, the first one here is explain the role of ICT in assessment in learning. Second is design and create electronic assessment portfolio. Number three is explore the various digital online and offline assessment alternative available. Number four is describe the current trends in technology-based assessment practice in school. The last one is select appropriate assessment tools. So, assessment learning and teaching are interconnected with evaluations playing a crucial role in determining effective instructions. So, the integrations of informations and communications technology, or ICT, has transformed the teaching and learning landscape, providing teachers with digital tools to assess students' performance. This unit explored the use of technology for evaluating students' learning and introduced varied online assessment tools and e-portfolio assessment concept. So, further informations will discuss by my co-reporter. That will be all. Thank you.
Hi, good day. So today we will define the different types of assessment. First is formative assessment. So formative assessments are conducted during the learning process to monitor students' understanding and provide ongoing feedback that can be used to improve teaching and learning. So these assessments help identify where areas where students may need more help or where teaching methods might be need to be adjusted. So the examples under formative assessment are the quizzes, short quizzes or informal quizzes are given during a unit to gauge students' grasp of the material. So next, another example for formative assessment is formal discussions. Informal discussion where the teacher asks questions to see how will students understand a topic. Another example here is exit tickets. Brief responses written by students at the end of a lesson to summarize what they learned or to answer a specific question related to the lesson. Another example, we have peer reviews. Students reviewing each other's work to provide constructive feedback. So the second assessment is summative assessment. So summative assessments are conducted at the end of an instructional period, such as at the end of the unit, course, or semester to evaluate students' learning against a standard or benchmark. These assessments are typically used to assign grades. So we have example. The example of summative assessments are final exams, comprehensive exams covering all the material taught in a course. Another, we have standardized test. Tests like SAT, ACT, or state assessments that measure student achievement against form standards. Another is end of unit tests. Tests given at the end of a unit to assess students' understanding of the unit content. Another, we have research papers, in-depth written assignments that demonstrate a student's ability to conduct research and synthesize information on a topic. The third assessment is the diagnostic assessment. So, diagnostic assessment are are used before instruction begins to determine students' existing knowledge, skills, and abilities. They help in identifying student strengths and weaknesses and in planning future instruction. So the example we have under diagnostic test or the pretest test given at the beginning of the course or unit to assess students already to assess what students already know. So diagnostic reading assessments are that evaluate students' reading skills to identify specific areas of need. Another we have here is placement, math placement test. Tests used to determine the appropriate level of math instruction for a student based on their current knowledge and skills. So another example under diagnostic test assessment, learning style inventories. So questionnaires that help students determine how students learn best. Example, visually, orally, or kinesthetically. So the last assessment is authentic assessment. So authentic assessments require students to apply knowledge and their skills to the real world tasks and problems. So these assessments aim to evaluate students' abilities in practical, meaningful context rather than through traditional testing methods. So the examples under here in authentic assessments are portfolios. Portfolios are collections of students' work over time that demonstrate their learning progress and achievements. Another we have project-based assessments. So project-based assessments are the assignments where students complete a project that requires them to apply what they have learned to solve a real-world problem. Another we have performances. So performances are activities such as plays, music, recitals, or debates that allow students to demonstrate their learning in a public or semi-forum. So next is case studies. So case studies is another example of authentic assessment. In-depth analysis of real world situations where students must apply their knowledge to propose a solutions or make a decisions. So these various types of assessment serve different purposes in education, helping to create a comprehensive picture of student learning and instructional effectiveness. So that's it for the four types of assessment.
Good day everyone, my name is Maynard F. Tito. I'm one of the reporter of Group 5. So for today's video, I'm going to discuss to you the role of ICT in assessment learning. The role of ICT in assessment is very helpful to teachers because students' information and results of examination can be recorded and stored and can be easily retrieved. So the integration of ICT in assessment benefits teacher by enabling them to efficiently record, store, and retrieve students' information and exam results. So this streamlined process enhanced organization and accessibility, ultimately supporting teachers in effectively tracking and analyzing student performance. Teachers can right away give feedback to students on the results of assessment. So the teachers have the ability to promptly provide feedback to the students regarding their assessment results, allowing for immediate communication of strengths and areas for improvement. So this timely feedback fosters a supportive learning environment and helps students to understand their performance more effectively. So that's the role of ICT in assessment learning. So Thanks for watching. Bye!
Good day, everyone. I am Roger Adernado, the third reporter of the Group 5, and today I will be discussing the current trends in assessment in education and how they align with demands of the 21st century. Before I start, let me define first what is a assessment. So when we say an assessment, it is a process of collecting and analyzing an information to evaluate the student's knowledge, skills, abilities, and their performances. And as an educators, we can understand how our student has learned or mastered a specific topic or set of skills. But traditional assessment methods like multiple choice, true or false tests have come under criticism by some experts in the field and some scholars. In the 21st century, there is a shift towards utilizing multiple measure of assessment. This means using variety of assessment tools to gain a more comprehensive understanding of student learning by incorporating performance tasks, portfolios, project, and observation. We can create a better assessment to our students. And another key trend is increasing use of technology in assessment. By leveraging technology such as online assessment, digital portfolios, and data analytics, we can enhance the assessment process and provide more timely and personalized feedback to our students. Because to be able to catch up in new trends, we need to adopt new technologies to complete globally. Furthermore, there is focus on differentiating the roles and responsibilities of a teacher, administration, and the other stakeholders in creating a assessment process. Collaboration and effective communication among the parties are essential to ensure that assessment practices are meaningful and truthful rather, and aligned with the student needs. There is a focus on differentiating the roles and responsibilities of teachers, administrators, and other stakeholders in assessment process. Collaboration and effective communication among all the parties are essential for ensuring the assessment practices are meaningful and truthful to attain the student needs. And according to the study of Walport Gowaran 2010, to help the students become college and career ready, we need to teach them how to apply what they learning in school to the practical intellectual tasks in their everyday lives. So technically, we need to create a assessment that is practically used or that can use to their everyday life. And according to the study of Wolpert Gower in 2010, to help students become college career ready, we need to teach them how to apply what they are learning in school to the practical and intellectual tasks in their everyday lives. So, technically, we need to create an assessment that is practically useful for their everyday life. So, one of the best example is portfolios because when we are creating a portfolios, it is giving us an example on how we enter to our work or want or how we enter in a certain company. And lastly, there is an emphasis on fostering the growth and development of the learning. Assessment is not just about evaluating student performance, but also about supporting students in applying their knowledge and skills to the real world. So as an educators, we need to understand the importance of preparing students to thrive in every changing world by embracing these trends in assessment and focusing on the development of the whole learner. We can create a better equipped student to excel their career and life. So one thing that we need to do is as an educator is to become more adaptable to the new trends of assessments so that we can feed our students the new knowledge that they need and to become more globally competitive. So that's all for my report. I hope you guys learned something from me. That's all.